I don't think it's going to last throughout the duration. Mind Control going to go down, does not get the Chronosphere off. And now they pull back in Kuroki, get the kill there as well. Oh, man. That could have gone so much better if they had just been able to get the hook off. But Kuroki, a little bit unfortunate, walked in front of the hook there. You can't blame him for that one, though.
No, can you imagine, though, if he hooks him out of that? Into a pot? Like, that would have been such a quick chrono. They just jumped that Faceless Void so fast, prioritizing Mind Control, making sure the chrono's not there. And Snako not quite in range there.
Oh, nice little play there by Tumba.
Lovely Molotov. Fly across the map.
Is it still chasing? Oh, yeah, there it is. I couldn't see it on my screen. I think it had some weird animation bug.
Oh, it's the special cosmetic, too. It looked great.
Oh, I'm sad
Very flashy.
All right, well, AC is next up on the docket for Mr. Alchemist. Always a pleasure to watch. And I guess Aghanim Scepter upgrades, we could think about that. Ursa already has his own, so I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world, but probably Disruptor would be the next best choice, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, that would be top priority in my book. Until Slider gets his badass one. Ice Frog.
There you go.
Slider, he gets so much love lately, he'll totally get Enigma soon. Got the new body.
Yeah.
He hit the gym up with Enigma.
Absolutely. You know, honestly, Mags wouldn't be terrible either, particularly against that Terrorblade. Why not? Good bit of damage being dealt. Oh, and Miracle actually decides to switch back over to the Scotty instead of going for the Butterfly.
Yeah, I feel like the evasion won't be enough, I suppose. Needs that raw HP in his mind. Kiting around the Ursa too is always kind of handy, and kiting around the Alpha in that manner.
Well, they're all grouped up again. Might be time to make a move, as it looks like they are imagining Vega Squadron is over here on this side of the map.
They're doing everything they can to try and, like, they're not trying to get aggressive. They're trying to find an aggressive defensive posture where they can find some sort of a high ground where the entirety of the Vega will run into them. And they actually do end up getting it, but they've left.
Oh, yeah, Ember Spirit is not there. He has a Remnant, though. Okay. If Ditchiara goes in alone, he does not have an Aegis right now. And, yeah, they're all split up. This fight isn't going to happen. They might be able to take down GH, though. They have the creep chasing him. Rod as well to try and slow. Kuroki hiding, does not want to be found. Just let me deeper into these woods, and he'll be able to walk away.
Oh, it was a good look for Liquid, trying to find something there. But if they don't, you know, if they don't have that perfect high ground advantage where there's just walking blind from Vega, it's unlikely to win that engagement. So they're forced to back out. Vega get themselves a shrine. And that lead now looking a lot better. You know, through that whole kind of early game, look, we're doing very well. Holding that against, I mean, that's an Alchemist, and it was only like a 4K lead, so it wasn't a very big deal, but it still just means if you lose that one fight, it only takes one more hero to get at control. Is now the Tumba Man done.
Oh, man.
From Meg.
All right, well, that was quick. That's what ends up happening there. Moving forward for Snako right now. He is going to run into Miracle. There's the crush. There's the jump. Oh, nice little pull out by the hook. GH doing what he needs to. They might need to drop the Chronosphere here to help keep Liquid Miracle alive. And there's the pull back in as well. Kuro has to grave himself. Mind Control, left to his own devices, is going to drop. And, well, they also found themselves a nice little Kuro along the way. 8-21. And this is feeling like it might just be about it. 45 seconds, Faceless Void on the sidelines. They don't have anything. No?
Yeah, I really like this build from Meg, by the way. The fact that he did skip that Blink Dagger, because he has Blink that came out on his Ursa, it came out on his Slider, all really at the same time. And they just had so much initiation that they really need that much more, considering the added value of this armor and the Shiva's Guard up against his Terrorblade.
Oh.
Not quite there.
Yeah, they have actually been able to catch him with the chains, though. A lot of damage being dealt out to G. If they could bring him down here, this would be a huge turnaround, and he's not quite going to go down. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Yeah, he's going to survive through that one. That would have been a huge pickoff, but just couldn't find it.
Okay, well, they drive him out. Rex still held.
God, Vega have been looking great this game. This is not the same Vega that we just saw play against C9. I don't know if it's just down to the draft or what exactly it is, but they've been playing very good.
I think a combination of the lanes as well as just, I mean, how well this game happened to start for them was kind of ridiculous. This Ursa, yeah, people going like, oh, hey, throw stuff, guys. You guys want to come give me a hand with this? Just make sure I don't throw.
Yeah. DOTA should be able to pick that one up. Easy peasy. And the Alchemist Aghanim Scepter given away is about to begin as he's picked up his first one.
Do they have any items that are really being canceled out by this, though? If it was Disruptor? They actually don't, but we'll give it to him anyway. Oh, G's deciding. He's like,
who do I want to give this to?
I don't know. Maybe
right.
he's asking, you know, you guys got to be nice. Say nice things about me. But yeah, he'll get it in the end.
Manta style? For Miracle?
Yeah, I mean, not bad, but...
Maybe Solar Crest? There's not a lot.
I mean, the duration also gets increased too, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's still super good.
And the survivability for him. That's one way that you could end up losing this game is by Disruptor getting picked off or something before he's able to get that off. So he's always going to be able to get it off pretty much now with the Glimmer Cape and 1400 HP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Also, the Darkseer one's just not good enough. So,
No.
I mean, it's okay, but compared to Disruptor, it's just too good. So here we go. Theory crafted this crap long enough. Vega looking to put the nail in this one.
They're smoked
and
up.
They need that massive chrono. No pressure, mind control.
They got the weave. GH, they look for Mag. They pull him back in. A nice little play. If they could pick him off here, it'd be huge. They are going to not quite take him down. The Grave is there. They get the chrono onto 3, and DOTA caught in the midst of this. Miracle is turned on to Seneko. They take him down, so Aegis is already gone, but mind control is going to drop. Matumba Man pulled back in as well. A long duration on this one. In trouble, Matumba Man. He does end up dropping. Miracle, it's all back left to him. Gets the Sunder off and is still not going to be able to do enough here, I don't think. Well, DOTA turned back around upon. They bought back on Matumba Man, and they've taken down 2. Looking to see if they can catch out G. They have a Blink Dagger available. Oh, what a hook! GH pulls him in. Blade Mail is there, wants to turn to fight this one. Kuro also in the area, and Seneko. They go for the jump crush onto Kuro. Nicely played. GH gets the deny, but I don't think that they have enough damage left over to take down this Elk. They might.
Yeah, more heroes are coming back in, too, from Matumba Man.
Pulled in. He has a remnant to get away for the moment, and with Boots to travel back up shortly, he should be able to live here, I think. Amp damage. Yeah, there's the blink away. That space created in a half. Oh, they're TPing to the shrine. All right, that's pretty sick. Matumba Man, it was a good one. Dodges away, but not good enough. But they hold.
Space. You're right, space. They did lose the melee, though.
Yeah.
As they were only able to save that range for X top.
Okay. All is not lost. They had to buy back on 2 heroes there for that one, but they were able to hold against, what is this, a 30,000 net worth lead? This game isn't over completely. I don't know. What's your thought? You're not letting me get away with that one?
It was with buybacks. It was with a pretty damn good chrono.
Yeah.
So mind control will have to really pull another trick out of the hat. Very impressive stuff, too. It was a very clutch hooks from GH in a couple of those situations as well to break up some of those fights. See, then we'll bail out Miracle from any potential dangers there. It's still very rough. It would be my my current assessment.
Okay. Miracle didn't have to
another
buy back
eggs.
that. Who is that one going to? Probably Mag.
I assume it's Mag unless DOTA really wants to sell something.
Right. It's not seem
Pretty safe assumption that it should be Darkseer.
I'll pass in this over now.
I was wondering why it took so long last time too, but it was the backpack that he was just kind of wandering around.
Gotcha. Well, I'm still holding out hope. We talked about it, and we've seen some crazy stuff through these qualifiers. Granted, this is a situation where Faceless, Void, and Ember have the same net worth, which is below all the other cores of Vega Squadron. So it's not just like
and
the
Disruptor.
Alchemist. Yeah, there you go. That's a good point. Yeah, they're below Disruptor now. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, what's our buyback status? Oh, no's. That's a lot of no's.
Yep.
Okay.
And
That will be of no concern. So, no buybacks.
if they win a
I guess
fight,
they're just waiting.
how many full team wipes do you think it would take for them to be back on parity with Vega?
Jeez, I don't know. it's 30,000. So that's where the Alchemist can bite you a bit in the ass. I'm sure it would be some insane amount. Probably one of the higher ones you'd see.
Yeah.
They actually got some sort of a crazy wipe right now. I think I saw his Orchid finish. Looks like it's coming on the courier. That could be a nasty surprise here from Matumba.
And G currently not with the team. Yeah, that would be really rough if they managed to find that. Although Terrorblade also does have a butterfly now, and as far as I can tell, there's no way to currently take this off. Everybody is pretty fine and dandy. He's going back for the Bloodthorn, did he, Ra? But
yeah, scary stuff.
You've got that Solar Crest on Dazzle. It's going to be tough to kill this Miracle Terrorblade. Their hopes and dreams are definitely poised on him, and he's getting up there. Oh, what's the out
Vega
talent?
just going max efficiency mode though. They're just
Oh,
not even
God.
thinking about the base at all. They're just pushing towers, pushing lanes, waiting for Roche, not giving any sort of an opportunity to Liquid, and just saying, okay, well, we're not going to push into your base, but we're also not going to give you guys free
They're
kills.
just
Going max.
They have
they're
30%
gonna smoke.
life steal. Oh, able to dodge away. They hook back in one. That was a little bit of GH again.
Just going max.
I'm not sure. Questionable. It was lucky for the Matumba man got out of there.
Yeah, I think he missed his blink. He tried to position himself so he just like hooked blink away, but something must have happened.
Well, there's a barracks gone, and now starting to work on the tier 3 in the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
I didn't
under
mention it,
attack.
but the 30% life steal for Alchemist right now also for his level 25 talent. Even more difficult to bring down.
Wow, with the auctioning core and the blade mail. That's almost on Queen of Pain levels, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of life steals during these engagements though.
Multiple different sources as well. It's quite strong. We saw just how close he came to going down in that last fight. If that one would have, like, if they could have taken down the Alchemist in that other engagement, that might have made the difference.
Yeah, still 7-0-8 here on G. So he's worth fat stacks. And they have the BKB. They bought out here. On to Miracle, definitely the right call.
Oh, God.
And they have not sentry top on their racks, but they don't need to. There is no wards here, so let's see if they want to go for their smoke play.
Yeah. Do need to be careful, of course, about that BKB and Disruptor Ags now. Always a very healthy concern to have. But it doesn't look like Vega are comfortable completely pushing up the high ground. Do you think that, like, is there any reason for them to be too worried at this point, just waiting for that next Roshan?
I think you're just getting so much out of the map anyway right now that you're happy with what's going on.
Okay.
You're looking towards bigger items. You have a Bloodthorn now finished up on Ditchara. You like he just spent this time waiting for Rose getting that next slot done up here. Meg as well has been working pretty hard on stuff. He's got his Guardian Greaves, Blink, he's Shiva's Guard, and then he really wants that Scythe. So he's been trying to get a little bit of gold heading his way. Might as well just wait. I'll probably send the Helm Creep. Looks like it's on its way now, actually. This should be shortly. So make sure that they're ready when it's up.
This is pretty great here, too. They have the Alchemist that's farming these camps over here in the part of the map that they can't see, so that way they have still vision pretty much everywhere there was. The illusions did just wear out at this point, but quite strong movement. And Matumba man, Invis jumps forward. Might be a bit too deep, silenced up, but they don't have anybody else on top of him for the moment. He is going to get chased down, and oh, he does manage to find that kill. On the other side, G possibly going to go down here. They're on top of him. A lot of damage being dealt out. GH is going to end up dropping. He gets to deny himself, buys back into the game. They're coming back in on this one. They're controlling up Miracle, but still big, large, and in charge. They're trying to find that kill. Can they do it? Oh, a good crush coming in. They're able to pull back out and try and go on the Alchemist. It's not going to happen, though. Miracle buys back into the game, as does Kuro. All hell is broken loose, and with no Ember, though, it's starting to feel like this might all be for naught. I don't know.
GH just deny himself in an Eggs Disruptor Stack Storm. That's hilarious. What a clown.
Radiant's
That was
middle
pretty
tower
silly.
is under attack. Radiant's middle
They've certainly
tower
gone
is
all
falling.
in here, though.
Kind of broken even by the 3 buybacks. They pull back in one. Oh, Kuro is down. Ditchara ended up doing it to him. All right, time dilation as well, getting the slow. But still waiting for that moment when I just don't know if they have any way to deal with it. It's too much.
It's a nice call by G just to buy back. There's no chrono, so he doesn't really fear what's left in the stocks of Liquid here. So, although it's slightly risky in the sense if you die again, you give a lot of your map control and space back. Unlikely to amount to anything if that were to happen, and much more likely to happen.
Oh, good crush there after the hook, and Ditchiaraz on top of him. Matumba Man's gone again for 70 seconds. Miracle looks for reflection, tries to man up against them, might be able to do something, but it's, Seneko. They get that one kill. I think that's about all it's going to be, though. Yep, and brought down now. Ditchiaraz dominating streak. Tier 3 tower going to fall, and GG. Liquid drop a game to Vega. Vega looking strong after a disappointing game number 1, or series number 1 against Cloud9.
Wow, and Liquid, yeah, this hurts just because every game's so important these qualifiers. So big pickup here for Vega, especially dropping 2 so early in their run here. But there's no playoffs here, guys. Right? This is all just group stage stuff. Got to win every single game. Can't let a single one slip through if you want to make it. So Vega Liquid perhaps getting caught off guard by the Alchemist. The Sick plays mid. They tried that pressure and it just did not pay off.
Yep.
Tried to shut him down and completely flipped the other way, thinking they had a nice matchup there with the Terrorblade. And they just couldn't get this TB Ember going.
Well, really left showing. And again, just for a little bit of context, why we keep repeating it, Faceless ended up going 5-1, was it, on their last day of the qualifiers? Yeah. And they were still eliminated. Granted, EU has 2 spots in it as opposed to just the 1 qualifying spot. So we'll see how this ends up working. But Liquid get taken down. Game number 2 coming up shortly as Vega pull up an upset. Lyrical as well as Trent Pack, your Soup commentators. And we'll be right back in a few. See you guys then.
E-Gaming Bets.
is obviously like one of the big picks that you think about there, but playing into position 3.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I was actually just wondering if they might Legion Commander on Liquid.
Oh.
It would be a little weird, but it would be kind of decent for what they have going. But we'll see. Maybe they won't. They do now have to contend with illusions coming from the side of Vega Squadron. So they tend to look towards like an OD or something with a Shaftings already there. Man, Liquid have just... If they're just trying to see, like, all right, let's play against 7.0x patch. This is it.
God,
Like,
you get Shadow Demon Luna in the second
what's the last
phase?
hero?
How do you get Shadow Demon Luna in the second phase? What?
Who's our god tier mid right now? Oh, Ember. Yeah, that actually would have been it. That would have been the perfect draft.
Maybe go Necro. Necro mid. That'll be the last one. That doesn't seem like a G hero. Probably Quap would be a decent one, though, here.
Yeah, she's pretty 7.0. God, if they actually got Ember, I would lose my mind if Liquid won this. They would just... That would be a statement. If you can go up against that and take a victory.
Jeez. It's worth noting that this sort of also looks like the Shadow Fiend of old, where he's got 2 defensive supports-ish to help him out, like Earthshaker rotating in if somebody dives too deep and just fissuring him off. That can be a kind of a scary time to go in for Vega Squadron. They don't have their Earth Spirit to help get them out at that point either. So.
Well.
You know, could they go Batrider Earthshaker together? Is that so terrible? Like running up there and trying to find a kill? Okay.
I don't think. I mean, they could make like a rotation and try and get something done, perhaps, but I can't see. What do I know? I don't know. Earthshaker. No one's really picking this hero right now, so we see him here and again, and it will be the Quap 7.0 lineup. This is fantastic. If it wasn't Ember, it had to be Quap. This is just the best.
Oh man. That is a dirty, dirty lineup, and they're going to take the Necro. All right, sure.
Trial by fire draft, dude. This is crazy. Liquid are insane. They're wild. All right, like this is madness.
Yeah,
what a crazy lineup. I mean, I like Liquid's draft in general. Like, if I just look at this, like, you know, I got my hand over my screen right now, and I'm blocking the top 5 heroes. I'm looking at Liquid's draft. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of Necro. That hero's been looking good. We got our defensive sports Dazzle. And then I move my hand, and I see Vega's lineup, and I go, oh, my God. That is a sea of perplexing purple. It is going to completely mess you up.
I'm really concerned right now, too, about that safe lane. Because, I mean, it's one thing about... You know, Darkseer and Slardar being cut off by a fissure when they dive. But in the intermediate time, like, Earthshaker is not a good lane support. He can't go and harass by any means against Slardar or Darkseer. And, like, Dazzle can to some extent. But I am really concerned about that lane. I feel like they can apply so much pressure, even if it's just slow chip damage over time. I don't know. Trempax, who are you favoring going into this one?
Well, I'm favoring. I have to favor Vega's draft, and after game 1, right now, someone just said Necro's not even in CM, you idiot.
Oh, that's great.
Idiot now.
Yeah, chat knows what's up.
I
Don't
never
worry.
have chat open, but that was pretty great. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Absolutely.
And we're ready to go.
I love it. Well, G, in the meantime,
gotta embrace it, dude.
I know, it's a great little moment. Kuro there going to be able to go for the quick smoke and movement in towards the jungle, trying to lay down some observer wards. We're going to see the same thing from Seneko, and he's actually going to run into Miracle here, so they aren't going to get any wards down.
Too.
Yeah,
that is rough. Yeah, I didn't realize he had the double.
Huh. A little bit sketchy start from Vega there. GH could have gotten a fissure off maybe, but he's probably a little bit too far away. What do you think about this opening, though? Like, the boots clarity tells me he's not going to want to sit in that bottom lane very much.
Now, I'm kind of wondering, like... Like, what was the play there with Seneko? What was he attempting to gain from putting that ward up? He's trying to block off these camps from Batrider. Maybe, like, was he trying to make it look like they were blocking off the camps from Batrider to say that they were going to tri-lane top? Because no one's been seeing all these 2 wards, and if they're going to dodge this aggro tri-lane, it's working out fantastically.
Yeah.
Because they have full vision in here, but they won't have anything down bottom. And now they're just rotating everyone. So I think Liquid were trying to set up for a Darkseer versus Necro lane. And that will not be what they get. So GH probably gonna, well, I guess he can't buy TP because he used all his cash.
Oh man. Well, and now Vega, they are going to end up getting 3 bounty runes as well. They might have been able to find a kill there onto Matumba Man had the Shadow Demon been walking out in front, but instead, blocking out those camps like you said, and very odd start to this laning stage. GH is just going to be running around mid and trying to help out to the best of his abilities, but it's not as great against the Queen of Pain as some of the other heroes. We'll have to see which skill she picks up early on, but we'll pick herself up some stuff off the courier. Just try and last hit a little bit.
Plus some solid bullying.
Oh.
Force at the salve early.
God, a G specialty. All right, Matumba Man going for the Ghost Shroud. Now, here is one downside to this, is that you do still have a decent amount of magical damage that can come out from this team. You think about that Lucent Beam a little bit later on. So we'll have to watch how this lane goes, but already a little bit tough.
I can't get over this draft, dude. I'm just looking at it, just like losing my mind. But yeah, I think Vega, they got the draft I'm sure they wanted. They got the lanes they wanted. Mind Control is getting a ton up top here, though, and this is one thing that he would have had some trouble with. So
Yeah.
they had moved GH up top here, just contesting Meg quite a bit here. Seems Mind Control and GH are best buds. They're always up together in these lanes, making sure
Yeah.
that Mind Control gets himself off to a pretty good start.
Well, and
Had they actually tried lane top, it'd be pretty poor.
blocked off fully. Mag, they're not going to be able to get any type of body blocks, obviously. But meanwhile, the catch down here in the bottom lane, looking for Kuro. They aren't going to be able to quite catch him. Not level 2 yet for Snako for that sprint. But very scary start to this game for Queen of Pain. She's going to be forced back and go to the Shrine. Shadow Fiend already 10-4 compared to the 5-2 for the Quap. So we'll have to see how this lane develops, but already looking pretty good for Miracle.
Yeah, G's got a second point in the dagger now, though, and with GH not babysitting the entire time, I think it should start to look a little bit better for G. Bottom lane's what I assume will be start to be the more interesting one. Is seeing that just get disruption off. Kuro, and no grave or anything.
Oh!
The creeps! Betrayed!
The range creep just wanted to help. It just wanted to be a pal, but couldn't end up doing it, so they find first blood. Matumba Man?
Go around it in time.
Matumba Man taking a good bit of damage there. Let's be careful.
Yeah, that Ghost Shroud cooldown's pretty long, too. It doesn't even scale up that well. And not that you really get too many points to do it early anyway, so plenty of time
mid
to
lane.
abuse them.
Miracle, Vega, double fairy fire action. Oh, Dazzle
Bottom
comes
lane.
in for the
Matumba.
save. Diving for him. They want to be able to get that kill. As soon as Dazzle leaves, they rotate in. Snako, though, oh, he tried to TP away from the tower. Oh, they still had vision. Not what he wanted to see at all. How did they still have vision there?
I don't know, that was rough.
Is that a
I'm not
Necro
sure.
thing? Oh
Yeah,
my
there
God.
might have been like a Death Pulse still going towards him near the last one or something like that.
No.
That would be my best guess. Oh, and G comes back just with full mana and,
Yeah.
well, kills Miracle.
I was pontificating about Dota 2 mechanics. They found a kill. So 2-3 so far. Very, very aggressive play by both squads. Well, at this early point in the laning phase, is there anybody that you feel like is sort of coming out for the better side of things? So we have the Earthshaker wraparound.
I would say the Vega strats seem to be working pretty damn well.
Oh.
It should be start to get pretty tough to give it. Actually, Vega's pretty low here. Fisher into double raise might work, or rather G, sorry. And oh, he spotted him. He came down too low on the steps, so G will be playing more cautiously. And he gets the bottle here. Snako steal up that jungle rune. Not like there's anyone here to contest it, though.
Yeah. And Kuro, yeah, he just doesn't want to go for it, so a little bit too scary. The big winner in all of this, though, for Liquid is definitely Mind Control. He'll get up to a very quick Blink Dagger, and that rotation in to try and do some damage to the Queen of Pain could definitely cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's the big thing to watch for this game is, well, speaking of rotation, Snake will come in. He's got 2 points sprint.
Oh, GH is here as well, though. They're going on to Miracle. A nice stun. They're going to be able to jump out of there, but I think that Snako is going to go down now. Healing bomb, jump, trying to find the kill. Not going to get it. Miracle hasted up, able to dodge away.
Just holding that for quite a while, too. Make sure it'll be fine.
And they realize there's a ward there as well, so It's
I
more.
think it's good reason that they gave all this priority up to mind control, though, because this game's going to be a lot different than Faceless Void game. When he actually has a Blink Dagger, he can go for some lasso plays with Matumba Man. Just levels will be enough for him to get some work done, not so much like the Ember, where although levels do help out with our new Magic Ember, he still needs a little bit of farm to be mobile, and quite a few levels to do some serious work here, whereas now just maybe getting up to 6 for Matumba Man will be enough for a Blink Lasso. Just a quick smoke play and try and slow down either Ditchera or G. Especially someone so slippery like G. But, oh, well, G dead, bottom
Over
lane.
here, top.
Kuro.
Wow. All right. Well, multiple kills going on all around the map. What was the one in the mid? I ended up missing that one.
I had
Watching
no
bottom.
idea. I was watching bottom. I don't know how he got
Dire's
killed.
middle tower is under
Just I guess a little bit of a misplay there for G. He can build
Probably
back
just
into
got
the.
greedy.
He doesn't even have boots right now. This is a really tough one for him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's almost half the net worth of Miracle at this point.
Jeez. Maybe here they can find some way to kill off the. Well, he gets off the Ghost Shroud, but Tumble Man just heals up so much from that. That's so hard to bring down, but still the image is on top of him, and they are going to be able to find that kill. Nicely played. Top lane, looking for more mind control, trying to find Mag. Isn't going to be able to keep up with him.
Jeez, your poor fingers with this camera work this game. This is action all over the place.
Yeah, 9 kills, 6 minutes. Wouldn't have it other way, though. Queen of Pain now level 6. So at this stage, do you bring somebody in mid to rotate to find a kill onto Miracle, or do you think that it's going to be time to try and have her leave the lane?
That would be ideal, but I figure with the Invis rune, they might be suspecting something like that. I mean, Kuro's already mid. Also, still only level 3, so his levels are a bit low when you look at like the Shadow Demon level 5, and I guess Snakeo now just getting to 4 with the bounty rune, so not too crazy behind, but they're going to try something here. Again, I do think this is probably pretty telegraphed. The top man's like, well, they're not here, and it's unlikely they head top for Mag, so Kuro's got the right idea.
Kuro hanging out. They're going to sprint in, spot out the Dazzle. They might still go for this. No, yeah, everybody's there. They don't have enough time. Well, Liquid on top of it, realizing what could come their way, and they end up stopping the gank. And this is what's just so great about that hero.
Oh, mind control. He's kind of low. He'll need some more assistance. Maybe if G could push this wave and get there in time, but it's quite a ways away. Snake will just soak a lot of the experience, though. Just be good enough for him. Oh, get over there, dude.
They're waiting for everybody else to show up. They actually want to try and go on him here. They need to still be careful here in the mid lane. G is there with a Sonic Wave available, so could be a very quick snap. The unfortunate part is he might walk into the sentry ward that's already been placed down.
Radiant's
Top lane, they aren't going to be able to
is
find
under
anything
attack.
as of yet.
Dire's
We'll
bottom
keep our eyes on
tower
both of
is under
those as
attack.
looks like they're going to be
They're
able
not
to
even
take
gonna
the
get
tower.
anything out of this. Like, that Invis room was just sitting mid with it for so long, they knew that he'd have to try and make a play with it soon, so
Dire's
no real
bottom
benefit
tower
there.
is under attack.
And, well, at least Miracle only gets an
Radiant's
illusion room.
top tower is under attack.
Man, they missed out on so much going for that kill on mind control. Like, that was the triple stack, I think it was, that he didn't even get the leech on.
Yeah.
So full experience in gold heading the way of mind control. He's at 3k. He's the same as the Luna, who's just been passively farming down bottom.
Dire's
Whereas,
middle tower
I
is
guess
under
so is
attack.
Mag, though. You know, him and the Bat Rider are
Dire's
relatively
structures
similar.
are fortified.
Well, it looks like Quap is just going to walk up into mid. Gets caught with the fissure. One raise. Ooh, almost 2 there. They also have the imprisonment now onto mind control. Keep him away from the
Radiant's bottom
Shadow
tower
Demon.
is
And
under attack.
Vega are kind of trying to split the map up right now. It doesn't feel like they want to try and fight until they get those initial items up, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah, whereas the Radiant pretty much just
Dire's
waiting on
top
mind
tower
control.
is under attack.
Yeah.
His Blink Dagger.
Dire's
I
middle
like
tower
Matama Man.
has
This is
fallen.
one thing that not too many carries can do. Just super aggressive. Doesn't really feel
Dire's
too much
middle
pressure
tower
coming from the
is
side of
under
Vega.
attack.
He's just up here, pressing some buttons, hitting some creeps. He's got his sight in case someone tries to dive him.
Oh, GH also is going to run into a couple of these Vega heroes. You know, there's been a lot of talk about Radiant Dire advantage. One of the things is definitely the high ground, low ground down here. Always really scary moments if you're the Dire team trying to farm over there. But, well, kind of passive after the first couple of minutes of action. And I'm sort of wondering, like, if you're losing out on value on this Queen of Pain pick, if you're not getting kills early on with the Sonic Wave. Like, obviously does great into the later stages, but love to be able to accelerate a little bit more. Currently, she's below all the other cores in the game.
Yeah, I think that just comes from the way Liquid are playing, though. They're just fully playing around the idea of this Queen of Pain. They're not diving towers, so she can't punish that way. That tends to be like her and Puck are just so good at, you know, you're diving one of my heroes. I'm just going to hop right to the tower. I'm going to Sonic Wave you. I'm going to blink forward and chase the second guy who's on your team. And now we have a big advantage. But instead, G hits 6 and Crow just sits mid. He's like, I know you guys are just going to try and kill Miracle. So I'm just going to camp here with Grave the whole time. And he just kind of moves around to eliminate any of those opportunities. So just not offering the opportunity whatsoever.
A little bit unfortunate exchange down their bottom. Kuro walked into the trees and Sioma auto-attacked him, which signaled that they were setting up for a gank down bottom. So Kuro playing very far back now. The Sneko dive in. Might be able to find him, but guesses the wrong direction. And they will be able to take this tower, but that signals to Liquid's time to move up top.
Yeah, Matama Man's been up here for a while. So it's not even necessary that they would have seen rotation coming here, but all right, they're just going to show anyway, so they just want this as fast as possible. And Matama Man will be well on its way to the mechanism now. Already 500 gold. So him and Meg, very similar, their builds.
Absolutely. Well, and now Darkseer. All right, mechanism up and online. They've got all these tools for fighting right now. They can definitely get aggressive. They don't have the Blink Dagger, but they have the Eclipse up and online for Luna. Feels like at some point in time, somebody just needs to say, all right, enough farming, enough trying to trade off with these towers. Let's make this happen.
This is a nice moment for them, too, because the Blink Dagger is not up quite yet on mind control. They're even going to have to use a Fortify. Of course, they'll get it back the next time they lose the tower, so it's not a big deal, but... Sneko.
Matumba is here. They're all moving in right now. They have already used the ulti down onto Sneko. Not quite going to be able to find that kill. The mechanism keeps him alive as well. They pop the Eclipse, hitting onto a lot of creeps. Mind control, not going to die as of yet from this. And, well, he might be in a lot of trouble. Echo Slam dropped down. G had the Sonic Wave, did not decide to use it, and hasted up Miracle. Wants Sneko, should be able to run him down. Oh, good fissure as well to control him out there. Mag trying to run away desperately, but Miracle is pretty swift as well. A lot of duration left on this haster, and it can't just run down under tower after him. The slow is not going to end up mattering from the wall, but man, that was a scary little moment there.
Yeah, that is not how Vega saw that playing out. They were like, okay, they don't have any way to initiate on us, so we're just going to siege this tower, but then Snake's in too deep, so he's not there for any sort of like a counterplay over here. They can't just run back. There's a haste rune on Miracle. Couple different things adding up there. To the advantage of Liquid is G will find Kuro, but...
Oh, yeah, G wanted to go for this kill. Did blink in for it as well aggressively. Stick charge is not going to be enough. And they lose G after what was a very strong game number 1. Looks like Liquid came back with a plan and are really punishing this Vega Squadron team.
That's 380 gold from Mind Control, who just picked up his blink too. He's moving himself into a 4-staff here. So he goes for the more standard build. And really try and find Ditcherod, drag him out of this safe haven here, and try and get him away from that disruptor.
Oh,
or rather, Shadow Demon, the one who disrupts.
Yeah, there you go. I got that mixed up earlier.
I mean, it's still with a Slayer, so it's all the same, right? Like,
no, absolutely. What do you think about this build for Miracle? He went treads into Blink on the Shadow Fiend, and now back towards BKB.
This is like the classic aggressive snowballing kind of a build, where you just want to force and push and fight. Sometimes you kind of see a Yules as well, but Blink usually just means you're not afraid of anything. And you're just willing to hop on in there, start right-clicking people. You have enough backup, too. He has the Dazzle, he has the Shaker, so even with just the heals and Necrophos, he's feeling happy just jumping on it.
Oh!
That
all right, that's pretty cool. Try it in your pumps,
Yules?
everybody. That's the play. They're going to go in now. Miracle is going to die for that one, but it was flashy nonetheless.
All right, that wasn't worth it. And without the Dazzle there, it doesn't work quite as well.
Oh, good fissure to stop the chase there. Sneko, he's going to have to wait for this one to wear off as he's stuck in the middle. But
look at the difference in respawn timers. I mean, that was a 30-second addition, and still Quabble's going to be back up before Shadow Feed.
yeah,
That's just how far ahead Miracle is.
that's nuts. So I guess we found out what it is, the combo for Liquid. You get the Earthshaker to start off with the stun, and then you just jump on top of them. Kind of neat.
Yeah, it was well done. Again, it'll work a little bit better, I'm sure, when they have their full combination going here. But there's a lot of different reasons to make this Blink very good.
Up
Just wasn't
top.
the best execution of it, I suppose. Yeah.
They're gonna
Mind
find
control.
G. Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
Wow. The Spidey senses, or
Did
I
he?
don't know, maybe he saw him through the tree or something.
I think he finished off the creep wave, maybe. That and he just blinked
Oh,
back
yeah,
and was
you're right,
afraid.
he did.
Radiant's bottom tower
So-
is under
Mixed up
attack.
there.
Mind control a little bit late on it, but was worried that he wasn't going to get the rest of his team in time. So can understand it. Also, no Reaper Scythe on Necros. They would have needed the full duration of right clicks and spell spam to find that kill.
Well, now slowed down, Mr. Miracle. That death take him further away from that BKB, but they do have the Force Staff here. So once again, they'll probably smoke up, get aggressive, try and make use of this lasso. And yeah, that's Darkseid buying one, but actually Mind Control is holding a smoke of his own. What about Mr. GH? This guy has been doing very well on the slider when we watch him play. Always getting that gold up and early, but the slider, I would say, tends to be a little bit more like divey, so he can really accelerate his farm with a bunch of crazy kills, lower cooldowns, just like crushing, whereas Earthshaker, you got that 15-second cooldown Fisher, and if you mess that up, things can be a little bit rough, so a little bit more difficult getting that early Blink Dagger. Not too bad though. He already has his Tranquil Boots and his Soul Ring, the kind of classic poverty or sometimes even just rougher off-lane shaker.
Yeah. That's really going to be the timing when I think they hit their next peak. This movement now back.
Ooh, that was... So they went over here, and then they smoked. And they did go past this ward, though. So they might suspect something's coming.
You can see that Vega are moving out as if they expect them to be over here.
I think they thought it was coming this way, because just the way they moved here and then smoked, you think they're wrapping, and they were going to like pressure with someone into the tower?
GH, they spot him. Mind control there as well. Wants to go for the initial blink. Tried to cancel it. Sioma a little bit off the mark there, and well, he's going to pay the price for it. So they find one kill. Definitely not who Liquid wanted with that one, but it was also Vega smoking, so both sides lose resources.
That was almost like the ward almost misled you there, because the way they went and how the creep wave was, you just kind of added up and you're like, oh, okay, maybe they're going to try and smoke in here, and we can smoke in here, and we're going to pop them, and they're going to be behind trees, so they won't see us. We have wards down, and we're going to own them in this fight. But they went for this kind of awkward wraparound, and then although you'd love to get a core, picking out the Shadow Demon just guarantees that they're not going to get saved here too.
Oh, a very scary moment as well. All the TPs coming in right now to the shrine. They realize that Roche is going on. Mind control is there. A good fissure block off by GH, but it's still not going to happen quickly enough, I don't think. And the rest of the heroes are now starting to come in. Vacuum wall onto 2. Now it's down. Echo Slam a little bit off the mark, but they're all getting fogged by the Eclipse. The high ground vision is not there for Vega.
Jesus trying to like waltz his way over here. His TP was on cooldown, so he's just like aimlessly wandering across the map.
Yeah.
Takes him so long. But nothing claimed here. Roche still relatively low. Dire catapult heads on in. We'll be able to scout this out with the helm.
Yeah. Well, G takes the Invis rune. Needs to be careful not to get caught out. They actually drop a sentry, though, and they're going to be able to spot him out. They don't have enough sustain, and actually going to get pushed back. Vacuum wall onto 3. Is it going to be enough damage? Sonic Wave connects, but the mechanism is going to keep everybody very topped off, and now 2 caught by the fissure. Again, very strong coming out. Oh, good disruption is going to be able to keep his buddy alive, but Dithiara eventually brought down by the Requiem of Souls. And now, in the middle lane, Sioma the Slayer is going to be the one that ends up getting the axe. Meanwhile, Mind Control very deep with the rest of his team away from them. They were able to find the kill onto G. We'll see if they can make Mind Control pay for that one. A vacuum back onto 2 of them. Stick charges keeping them alive. Oh, a good fissure by GH again. And are they going to go back in on this? They have a blink. Flame break available as well, but it's going to get Roche.
Wow, scrappy engagement. Pretty wild coming from both sides. Nice attempt on the save there from the Reaper's side. Another about having Shadow in here, but ends up just being a setup for Miracle on that Requiem. From there, that fight was pretty well over. Nice chase down 2 onto G. I'm not even sure how Miracle got that. Or rather, Mind Control got that. I guess judging by where G died, it looked like he probably hit him with one last flame break, and just the damage over time got him in the end there. So Aegis secured. Well done here for Liquid. His build paying off for Miracle. So he just keeps on snowballing. And BKB's not too far away.
Yeah, and this is sort of one of those games where, I mean, it's the increased, movement speed and gain around each of the camps, all that other stuff. And looks like he will be able to give these creeps away to GH. So just wants to make sure that that Blink Dagger will be online for his buddy. What a pal. Miracle.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get real 9K, guys.
Yeah, you let your shaker get blinked. Pretty good item on that hero.
Radiant structures
Does tend to help out.
Radiant's
You
middle
know he's going to
tower
be
is
watching your
under
back the
attack.
entire time as Miracle here, so. Pressure on this tower with the Dragon Lance.
So I'm concerned about the ability of for Vega of Liquid to just pick off anybody in a fight almost instantaneously. Like, are we going to start seeing some glimmer capes here from the rest of Vega Squadron, or
Yeah.
how do you deal with it?
That's the classic, right? One thing people always go on about Necrophos, yeah, just buy a Glimmer. Salt does nothing. These kind of things. Certainly a potential for it to happen. It also might need a blink, though, from the Shadow Demon, just to make sure you can always be in range, get the disruption off. Might be more important in a lot of these scenarios.
Okay.
For now, it's still not really feeling the effects of Queen of Pain. She's almost in the Orchid, and then she'll probably have a lot more relevance, but the BKB will be up by then on the Shadow Fiend, so we'll be looking mostly at Matumba Man. And he can just build into Greaves, though. Oh, actually, he went for Power Treads. My mistake, so those are just some blue treads there. So I guess he won't be able to have that save this game. Just at least one good thing for Vega. Have to wait a little bit longer before he can be Dispelling.
Yeah. Went for the damage upgrade as well, so why not actually have some amount of right click there. Snakeo gonna TP back to the way. He's in trouble. He has a DD rune though. Oh, vacuum back. He's gonna be caught out there. A ton of damage being dealt out. Snakeo needs to run away right now, but they are going to get the Aegis. And maybe a bit more off the back of this. They drop the wall. Nobody here to help him out. Nobody here to save him. No BKB. And they take him down. Ditya gets the kill, but everybody gets in on the money.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit greedy there. Allowing Miracle to finish off the tower while they just want to get back and start pressuring out the other lanes. But left all alone. Shrines, pretty handy for these scenarios. Allowing them to close the gap very quickly. And massive pick off there again for them. And yeah, almost had the goal for the BKB, but by the time he's back up, he'll hit like one wave and it'll be there. We might see another smoke out as they do have all their abilities ready on the side of the Radiant. Just a dead mid hero. But Vega is the real question. What can they start to get done here? Can they finally get G a little bit of action going now that he has this Orc, and now he can work towards a BKB? And GH could be the first target here, possibly even Kuro. Some lonely supports. But Vega looking a bit worried.
And they're going to group back up again. They had spotted him moving with that one ward, and unfortunately, they are all going to walk under the ward placed by Kuro. And Mind Control, do they want to test this? Fissure, a little bit off the mark. They pull back in G. Sioma is going to be here just outside of range right now. They can't get him. Oh, a great play by GH as well. Able to break them up, and they're not going to be able to get any of that damage off. They have dropped on the Eclipse, though. Mind Control going to take a lot of damage to this as well. Vacuum onto 2, and he should drop to this, but Miracle is showing up. He wants to play. Raise. Oh, they hit one of them, but quite enough to kill them both off. It probably will happen now, though. They're going to try and get Ditya out at the very least. We'll see if Miracle can run him down. Doesn't have another Blink Dagger here. Meanwhile, Vega Mag is going to drop. So a pretty terrible fight for Vega. They walked under that ward and came back to haunt him.
Yeah, sick play by GH too. Just making sure that disruption wasn't going to get off. And that ward doing all the work in that engagement. And Mind Control is so fast in that lasso too. Just no time to react. I mean, not that you really do with the Queen of Pain and the animation for the blink, but just Shadow Demon not getting that moment in time there. It really needs some sort of extension. I think he is going for that Blink Dagger. But very difficult for him to get in this scenario. He's got a Queen of Pain that's still trying to get some items. She's 5,000-ish gold. Well, okay, well, I'll be nicer. 4,400 gold behind the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Opponent in the mid lane, and just everyone wanting gold on the side of Vega right now.
God, they need to be careful right now. Miracle is here, and run away, G. You don't want to be here any longer. Maybe they could kill off Matumba Man. It would be a really big play, and I guess the rest of them are far enough away. They go for the Orchid, jump forward, Sonic Wave, and pops the mechanism. Can they find the kill? They do end up bringing him down, but Miracle right on top of him. Nice blink away by G, and the TP out. They lift up, so they do not get the kill onto G, but they will take Snakeo. Well worth that trade, though.
Yep. That's not bad for Vega at all. Big rotation. They knock down the lasso there, too. And it's still a 600 and some gold swing for the side of Vega, so they'll be A-okay with that. Even Slider comes out on top at like 200 gold, so he's fine.
Yeah.
And Clop with 530. So G again being helped in towards his BKB. A little bit of space top lane too. And oh G.
Yep. It was all looking so good for a second. That's a tough one.
Radiant's
Ain't no
middle
doubt
tower
about it.
is under attack.
Ward discovered. It's being pinged out here by well, Mag and everyone else on the squad. The Vega.
And unfortunately, those just aren't kills that they can afford to give up at this point. Like they're getting farm on the rest of these heroes, and it's not such an insurmountable gold lead at this point. Like they can still fight, but that window closes so much more quickly with each and every one of those pickoffs.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, now our
Dire's
focus
bottom
will
tower
probably start to
is
shift
under
towards
attack.
the Roche pit, and Liquid going for another typical pickup on the Bat Rider. Just stock and standard build for mind control. It's not broken, don't fix it. Heads in towards that gem, so start closing out this vision, which has been heavily invested into by Vega too. Some great wards along this here line. Some will probably be dissipated by the time he gets to them, but still gonna at least feel secure knowing that they've been eliminated and get a little bit of gold too. This helps pay back for your gem. Some rebates.
Yeah, you compare that vision right now to what Liquid have, and it's really not at all close. Are they going to get this D ward? They don't have sentries with them. They have the blink on Shadow Demon though, so that is another really key pickup. You were talking about that earlier. Is it just whoever gets caught by the Earthshaker at the start, or do you save that for the person getting Necro ultied?
It's definitely fight dependent, but
Yeah.
either one of those is a good way for it to start. You probably want to wait until he's like the second spell's been committed. So if someone just gets fissured, you don't want to just like blink in, right? Or it's going to set up for Shadow Fiend. But
Yeah.
if you can cancel out either the blink and the enchant totem then happening, or anything along those lines. So we shall see. It's not a fix-all, right? It's not just going to make this immediately like, aha, we have won the engagement. There's still plenty of things they need to worry about between a 10-second BKB and yet to be used at all by Miracle, despite like running into a couple different people here.
Yeah, that's true. And being like, this is such a huge power spike for him because you've invested really heavily into this Orchid for G. Spent the first 20 minutes farming it up, and they managed to get a kill, which was great on the Necro. But I guess the main target would probably be GH, I guess, or maybe Kuro.
Yeah, he'd be okay. Mind control wouldn't be the worst thing either, I guess, but he is his Yule, so could just cancel it out. But Kuro would be a pretty nice dream. He's just in such a good spot.
Yeah.
The best target you're likely to find will just be Matumba Man. Like in the middle of the engagements, you can just stop some of his heals coming out. Maybe you can stop him actually getting the scythe off, and he's the only one that will be in a spot when not able to cancel it off.
You can see the movement down here. All of Liquid showing up for this, but Matumba Man left alone for a moment near the creeps. Do they dare?
Who?
I mean, they have Shivas now, so
He's so tanky.
they don't want to go for it. Maybe just push out the creep wave here. Or
Matumba? He knows?
Crush?
Hello?
All right, get the hell out of there. Time to run away.
Back, dude.
You know what?
Everyone's all about these plays lately. There's so many things along the tree line and everything, but you can see just by the way they're pushing at the top lane too, and how little attention they've been able to pay down bottom, it kind of makes sense that someone would be doing this either hiding in there or down in here. So good scout out, and he forces them away. Might allow this lane to push out a bit. Roche in a minute 20. Oh, Miracle gets another haste rune, but
Oh, they got
bottom
eyes on
left
him.
hold
Radiant's
it.
top tower is under
Mind
attack.
control, jumping immediately onto Ditchiara. Imprisonment, where is it? They need the blink. Blink is getting canceled. Oh, Sealma's gone. Oh, that really hurts. Oh,
He walked
man.
into the Firefly.
Tower is under attack.
All right. Well, that is not what they needed. 1,300 gold swing off the back of that, and well, they can push out these other lanes to the best of their abilities, but just feeling more and more like this game is almost in the bag for Liquid. 2 damage per soul as well for Shadow Fiend now.
7,500 gold lead. We still have the Darkseer
Dire's
effect.
middle
You know,
tower has fallen.
quite a few games turned around by this lad. So
This could be
maybe
buyback.
some sort of a vacuum could happen if they go for a Luna buyback,
Radiant's
but
top
into
tower
a
is under attack.
Scream of Pain and some Sonic Waves, we might be able to get something done here as the Butterfly now arrives for Miracle.
Yeah, this guy is stacked up. Large and in charge, and They are going to probably need that buyback. Sioma jumps into hell and vacuum wall onto 3 in the midst of the fissure. Sonic Wave also going to connect. GH is gone. They're buying back on Luna, trying to jump into the midst of all of this, and they end up catching her immediately. Oh, the Eclipse is going to do a good amount to mind control, almost able to bring them down. The right clicks are going to be there, and they find 3 from Liquid going down. Mag is going to drop. Miracle so low. 1 HP. They do get the kill. Holy crap.
That was the Necrophos illusion aura.
What? Oh my god. Oh. I saw it tick 1 HP and just come down at the end, so Necro Heartstopper
I don't
aura.
know if I've seen that one. That was pretty good.
Wow.
All right.
Big plays. I would love a fight recap. I'm not sure if we're going to get it this time around, but oh man. A huge gold swing, no doubt about it. Matumba Man's going to jump into all of them. The buyback by Batrider. Roche very low now. GH is here as well, but looks like they're going to try and bail.
Yo, how about that Darkseer, though? I mean, what a hero, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Seneko? What? Seneko? He TP'd in again. Ditchao Ra going to be controlled. Matumba Man is there. They've got it. Oh, he's going to end up dropping. They find the kill. G also trying to make something happen, but they just need to bail. They were not prepared for the amount of backup that they had on the side of Liquid. They're going to try and take down G. They get the double. Now finding Sioma as well. He's going to have to blink out of there. A complete and total disaster. They did manage to take down the kill onto Matumba Man with that ulti, so Sioma gets something back. But it's a triple for mind control, and probably Roche soon to be on the menu. Darkseer is trying to show back up again. I guess go around from behind.
I don't know. I think he was just gonna jungle or something, but
Dire's middle
it's not like you can do it. Everyone's dead.
All right. Well, they've got the buyback on Shadow Demon, who gets the imprisonment out, but Miracle is here, and well, that might just be curtains. Another vacuum wall. Can they do enough damage? Oh, a good crush follow-up. Okay, Miracle actually doing a good amount of damage to himself. Is he gonna... Oh, good lift up by the Yule Scepter. Gonna keep away from Miracle for the moment. Mind control goes down. Somehow with these 3 heroes, they've been able to hold back Shadow Demon as well as the Darkseer doing a lot of work.
This is getting a little bit wild here.
Yeah, Roche is still at
Turnaround
half
after
HP.
turnaround.
I missed that one. And Liquid still end up on top for the moment. 10,000 net worth. But now there's a chance they could find and kill GH here. This would be pretty huge. Snako looking. Ooh.
Oh, that's Roche.
Yeah. So Mopax, where are we at right now? How are both of these two teams feeling about the game, and what do you feel like the objectives are over this next couple of minutes?
It's still very uphill, I think, for Vega. Despite the way these have been going, they've certainly done a very nice job, considering the deficits, and maybe G's BKB can turn some of this around. We've already seen, I guess it really just comes down to Mag. It looks really good, but Mag has hit 2 big 4 or 5-man vacuums so far. So just always getting those illusions going, doing plenty of right-click damage. So it all just comes down to that continuously happening. But the only way that happens, at least we assume, will be when they're just forcing into these big 5-man engagements like down the mid lane. So if Liquid just want to keep splitting and avoiding those kind of fights, waiting for them to get a little bit greedier on Vega and finding some pickoffs, because they have Batrider, they have this Necrophos with a Blink Dagger, so you can just like jump out of the trees and blink and throw that scythe on top of you. Then you're still just going to lose as Vega if someone gets caught out.
Yeah.
Like, there is certainly the chance that if you give them enough space, Vega could just farm their way back into this game and be terrifying. BKBs are very good against the side of Liquid, but it's just too much pickoff, it looks like.
Oh, they got
Sioma,
Ditchia Sioma. They get some. That's a pretty nice little play there, but meanwhile in the middle of it, oh, Mag got stunned up. He couldn't get it off. No vacuum wall in this fight, and that was the big turnaround. Sonic Wave trying to take down Miracle. He is very low right now, and A just about to wear off. G able to escape. They are maybe going to be able to find that kill, and vacuum wall comes out for Mag. He shows back up to play. G takes down the kill. Mag is running away. Ditchia Ra still very large, and it looks like they're going to be able to bring him down. GH jumps in on top of G. G going to try and blink out, able to make the escape, at least for the moment. Oh, they're on top of him. Nope, they can't do it. But they did take down Miracle in this one, although Mag is not quite going to drop. Gets the shrine.
That would have been a painful dieback. We get a fight recap.
There it is.
Hey, we do. Woohoo. Okay, so yeah, still a big win for Liquid. I mean, 4 dead, plus the buyback
Yeah.
for Darkseer. And man, if Mag had to get off that vacuum, though, that could have been very bad for Liquid. He actually almost found the fight that they really needed.
Yeah, I don't think he got Guardian Greaves off even. I'm not sure. He might have, but it's...
Yeah, he was dead pretty fast. And Sioma actually the one who made that fight even possible. He disjointed the right click coming in from Miracle. Miracle wisely blinking aggressively. The second they saw the Luna, he was looking for that Shadow Demon, and he almost got the right click off to cancel the blink, but just a little bit faster there from the Shadow Demon. So looking up the range racks, not a massive loss for Vega. The biggest thing they lost was just another opportunity to try and crowd this back in through some sort of a jungle fight. The objective itself, not so important.
Yeah. Well, and I guess the other thing about this is that you look at the net worth, sure, Miracle up on top, but he's proven that he can be taken down. You know, there's mobility that he has in the Blink Dagger as well as the Hurricane Pike, which isn't necessarily built towards like a ton of the damage. He's got that through other means. But across the rest of the board, everybody else is catching up right now for Vega. You got Luna who's just a little bit behind the Necro. Slardar has a Hand of Midas and has been able to build back into a Glimmer Cape, so more save potential. There's pieces of this where you need to be a little bit worried if you're Liquid at this point.
Yeah, they do need to keep finding these pickoffs, and perhaps Vega will be able to get some vision up around the map, some wards going, make sure that won't happen. But with the gem of mind control, it all gets rather difficult.
Yeah.
So far, 5-man Dota though, sticking together, and they'll just eliminate a shrine here.
Yeah.
Look, we haven't quite gotten done yet.
And that is probably the most important shrine in the game, honestly, just being able to get in there and help out against the Roche fight. So will become a lot more difficult for Vega as the game goes on. We're also starting to get closer to those level 25 talents. Actually, Liquid, they have their eyes up top here, and backdoor protection's about to be disabled on all of this.
Yeah, and mind control, he's fishing mid, but not gonna find anyone. You see, mind control, this is the same solution we saw in the other game when there was that save potential. I think it was a Shadow Demon too, but the whole idea of just not going for like BKBs or anything because it's the target that you're worried about. It's not something happening to you. So he'll go for that lasso bonus with the Aghanim Scepter, so he can grab a secondary target.
Oh.
And disrupt their plans. Yeah, bottom lane, a lot of
Look
pressure.
at this decision. They're leaving their tier 4s there.
Miracle has no TP.
What? Oh my God, Miracle.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
All right. All right.
It's fine. They don't have any wards anyway, so it's like they don't really know where he is.
You scared me there for a second, Trent.
Hey, I'm just saying. The thing is, they don't know. So here comes the courier. It's coming.
They'll
Saving
come
little
on.
Cthulhu. It's gonna fly across and give Miracle his bailout.
Yeah. Would have been a nice moment for them there. It does look like Vega could think about going back. Nah, they're not going to. Luna's already back. Ditya here. And maybe a battle without either of them as they lift up Snako. There's the Glimmer Cape to try and make his escape. They managed to find him, though. Gem is up and online, and now they're going to end up having a nice little pick-off there against Snako.
Yeah, there was definitely a bailout call there from Ditya. He saw the courier come across, and he pinged in. He was like, hey, that's a TP for Miracle flying into our jungle, guys. It might be time to bail out, as they were very close to that shrine. So he shows up, and fortunate they only got one.
Absolutely. Well, currently 38 minutes into this game. It's a 15,000 net worth lead, and as well as experience. But with the high ground defense that Vega's shown so far, Liquid can't be too cavalier about it, as they look to be set up again. Although creep waves are just going to keep on getting spammed out here, and maybe it's just, Liquid looking for a way in. They have wards everywhere.
Yeah, it's such a dark game for Vega too. If you switch over to their perspective, they can't see anything. That's why these heroes are back here.
Yeah.
They have no clue where they are right now. G's kind of playing blind. They've been off the map for a while. Now they'll just show them Matumba Man, but they don't know this entire consolidation of Radiant is right here. They have a scan, so they could attempt some sort of smoke play, but they're just being scattered out the whole time. Still haven't sentryed their base. A little surprising. Oh, they're just gonna. Maybe just it's a tough game, so they're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
So often that we see these happen, but they were completely spotted out.
Maybe this alerts them to the idea that they are people there, as if they miss any type of initiation. Kuro is going to be here to place down a ward and spot out any movement. They're scanning the area where they expect they might be. The Dire right now. No such luck. Instead, Liquid are just going to take to their own movement. So, do they have a smoke as well? Kuro? GH? Anybody? Doesn't look like it. They don't have one on the courier either. They do have a Hyperstone on the courier, which is a little bit terrifying.
Well, it's the AC now, and Vision. Well, finally they get one ward in on the map. They see just Dazzle, now Bat Rider, so some idea as to what Liquid are up to, but just this gem really paying off for the side of Liquid here. No, well, at least Mind Control moves past it now, so maybe this ward will get to survive a little bit longer.
There it is, though. They spot the ward inside their own base and are probably kicking themselves at least a little bit now.
Yeah, that's a good call, though. After that smoke play happened, they're like, okay, yeah, they definitely saw us. And this ward, again, still lives. Oh, Mind Control. Oh, you can see it. Sneaky ward. This thing is just doing work right now. It spotted Necro, spotted those guys in there, and now it's going to see Shaker, although he's just cleaning up waves anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They already have a generally good idea that they're all bottom.
Yeah, but that does sort of give the vision and the idea for G now that he can move out across the map as well as Seneko. And, I mean, Seneko's getting closer to that BKB, so whatever you can take at this point.
Yep. Well, Liquid just keep the choke going. They have a DD on Miracle. They might want to test the waters here, but they're also still waiting for Roche at the same time. But there's a creep mid, so there's no backdoor, and that's a glyph force. They could even just be happy with this, but until someone shows, he's got that big BKB.
Oh, God. The DD rune made quick work of that tower as well. And now vacuum wall onto 2. Crush follow-up, not bad. The Echo Slam to counter-initiate, though, onto 3. It's pretty decent. Seneko dropping low, not dead as of yet, but the Sonic Wave comes through. Miracle maybe in some trouble now as well. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to run them down, though. You have the buyback from Slardar. He wants to get back in and party. The blink away by Matumba, man. Now Flame Break. Seneko looking for the opening. Kuro is up on the high ground. He's just going to TP out of there. Oh, man. Really good stuff there from the side of Liquid, but is Miracle going to be able to get out? He has the blink. Oh, Force. Still looking for that opening. He doesn't have another blink right now. Trying to get back and away. Oh, they completely outplayed Seneko there, but are they going to end up losing their own life for it? I don't think so. Mag now also in trouble. Holy crap, they played him like a fiddle. Vega overextend, wanting to go for the kill, and Jesus, that was really rough to watch.
Yeah, I can understand, though. They knew they wouldn't be able to contest Roche. It would be too far away. The next time they come, they're going to have Aegis, and that was their best shot at a good engagement. So I like that play coming up from the side of Vega. But Liquid, very good game from them. They got control. Maybe a couple up and downs in that graph, but for the most part, steady climb the whole way through. And they handed over 7.00 whatever, 7.01, 7.02. And they beat it. They did it.
Yeah.
The Queen of Pain was probably the biggest issue, I would say, in terms of like what we were seeing from up above here. Just not able to get much done. Liquid not giving the opportunity on the dives, just playing very passively and kind of just patiently with the Dazzle, chilling near that SF all the time. And Matumba was just like a lone wanderer. He was just like this nomad green guy, just walking around the map. No one was really near him the whole time, just pressing Q. It's like he was like too much effort to try and kill after that little bit of a laning stage, and he got a decent amount of firearm to himself there too.
Well, a great series. Ends up splitting 1-1 apiece, so I still think that that's a win for Vega Squadron. The fact that they ended up being able to take a game off Liquid certainly is a way to, I guess, the second game in their start to this EU qualifiers. Moppax, given what we saw there from Liquid, are you at all worried about them going into the next series against Finem, or did Game 2 kind of quell the concerns that we had for you?
I'm not worried. I'm excited.
All right.
No, I think last game was it was definitely a draft issue, it looked like, or at least if you don't want to call it draft, call it lane, and just the way it went in the first like 2 or 3 minutes. It's a very hard one to recover. It's Alchemist. What can you do? We watch the best teams in the world lose to Alchemist all the time. So excited to move forward with the next series and see Liquid add from them. I think two teams that everyone a lot of people kind of building up that hype on Finem, right? Everyone's still in love with them from Boston, and Liquid's just been in the shadow for so long that people are still looking to see where this team's going to go. And unique drafts like this are pretty exciting as a Liquid fan too. You know, they're kind of testing the meta.
Yeah, totally. No, and I think that that's one of the things that you can see by virtue of this draft. You said it gave the best heroes in 7.01 away, and they still ended up coming out victorious. They won with Earthshaker. Who does that? I don't even know. But anyways, stick around, everybody. Like we said, we've got more great action soon to come. It's going to be Team Liquid facing off against Ad Finem, and I think it's going to be a doozy. I'm really excited to see how it goes down. Myself, Lyrical, as well as Trempax. You can follow us on Twitter if you feel so inclined, at Lyrical Dota, at Trempax. But of course, keep on following more from the Star Ladder iLeague Season 3. We've got a hell of a lot of games going on. NA qualifiers are taking place a little bit later on. I believe that we've got the lovely Coddle Guy and Dota that are going to be doing some casting for that one later as well. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
E-gaming bets online.
I'm Lyrical, going to be joined as well by the lovely
Reserve time.
and wonderful Trent Pax. Trent, this is the big one. This one is maybe one of the bigger matches that we're going to have in all of these qualifiers. How are you feeling?
In all of the qualifiers?
Sure.
Wow. I'm feeling good. Excited. I'm looking forward to see if they're doing it again. I think they're giving away Slider Darks here. I think Kuro has got some different ideas on this patch
10 seconds
than
remaining.
the majority of well, everyone else kind of. I'm surprised to see people
5
letting that
seconds
combination
remaining.
through. It's not often that you'll see the Slider let through in the first place, but on the other hand, a lot of people aren't willing to like grab this Darkseer right away too. So
Dire team
we'll see.
pick.
Do Adfinem want it that badly?
Yeah, that's kind
That's
of
the
a
real
question.
question.
They've shown that they're willing to run a lot of different things, and obviously like Bounty Hunter being respect banned out. Interestingly enough, that was never banned out yesterday for
10
Ad Finem,
seconds remaining.
and they also never ran it. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe this
5
is a ban
seconds
that
remaining.
they're thinking back to their Boston days, but didn't catch up on some of the games that they've been playing more recently.
Reserve
I'm
time.
not
I
sure.
don't think they have played any.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, the Cupid Light Band's also pretty interesting. Not wanting to give that one up. I guess GH God, I could see him being very good at that hero if they give it to him. Just like one of those heroes that can really make a lot of plays and get a ton of money all around the map. But Vega, we're banning Coddle up against Liquid too, so they must they must be pretty damn good with it. I guess they beat Horde the other day with that Brewmaster thing too, right? Where they had the GH Coddle. He played pretty well.
Yeah, I actually threw up a little stat in between the game about Keeper of the Light, and here we can bring it up again real quickly. Currently 62% win rate on 13 matches. He has kind of just been a monster. I feel like this hero is incredibly strong still, so I think it makes a good amount of sense why they would take it out of the pool at this point. But Rubik also in his own right really hard to deal with, so they're going to have to figure out a way to take care of the Magic Man himself.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice counter up against the Slider too. Just you might be able to grab him if he's blinking and you have vision on him. You can precast your lift, and suddenly what looks like an easy kill for Slider can turn rather disastrous.
Yeah.
So Adfinem dipping into a pretty deep reserve time here. It's understandable. They do have an opener Slider, and it's a lot of tough choices right now. Lifestealer might be a little bit tempting. They're going to go for the Witch Doctor. Classic counter to the IO Rubik, and they're just not sure where they want to go with the Slider draft at this point. They don't want to determine their whole lineup right from the bat, and now this gives a chance for Liquid to say, okay, do we not want to give them Lifestealer? Do we not want to give them Darkseer? Are we just guaranteeing we're going to use both of those bands? And then there's still plenty of other options. I mean, there could be Shadow Fiends coming up for Adfinem if they want to run into that sort of a minus armor strategy. So they're certainly not stuck in any place. And they'll just eliminate another one of those kind of classic anti-IO heroes.
Yeah.
The Slark.
Turn to
This makes a lot of sense. Madara also plays it incredibly well, and I think that this is sort of one of the big questions. You have the Ember Spirit, a couple of those others like strong, incredibly strong heroes of this patch, and then the Lifestealer is also going to be taken out. So not going to have to deal with that big Infest Bomb play, but nonetheless, Slardar has been around and been able to do a lot of damage even without the Lifestealer.
Yeah, now position 1's left. We still have our Luna.
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of an unusual IO pairing, but not the most rare one. We do see it
5
from time to
seconds
time.
remaining.
We also have the Ursa, who's still in. Probably not going to see the core picked up here quite yet for Liquid.
Reserve
Maybe
time.
just, well, I guess not the one or the two. Probably just going to be some sort of an off-lane hero here.
Yeah.
They could, oh yeah, that Bat Rider went really nice with the IO for mind control.
Hmm.
And Sand King's gone.
Underlord, he's gone too.
Yeah, so the Faceless Void we had didn't work out for them. Was a little bit unusual. They still have the Enigma, which works okay with IO as well. And it's actually going to be the Beastmaster. So global presence, the
Gaia
Hawk,
team
good
pick.
scouting for the... this is a little more old school, but again, we talked about Beastmaster not appearing too much, but it was Liquid who brought him out the other day, and it worked very nicely.
Man, I feel like Team Liquid here, you take like a lone druid and a tinker, this match is going to be so hard. There's something like that where you can have people that are TPing in on the Hawk, and then you also have that just like raw push presence that you end up getting. Because right now, like Overcharge and Beastmaster Aura, there's a ton of attack speed going on. So they could go for any of those like high attack speed heroes, and then maybe something else for a bit more control later on down the line. But Ad Finem, they're going to take the Timber Saw. Another incredibly strong hero. Do you like this more as like a position 3 hero, taking Skylark with it and maybe running him down towards the bottom lane?
Reserve time.
Yeah, I think that's the... Well, it's possible, I guess. It could end up being Slider in the position 3 now, too. and then just sending this timber saw either into the mid or the safe lane. So it's an open pick. It's nice in a lot of ways in this game, though. It's going to help burst down the IO quicker. They don't have the most control. IO not offering any Rubik, just for the telekinesis, although he can get some decent steals from Timber. But the reactive armor very handy against someone like Beastmaster. If he gets into those necros, just those right clicks being reduced every single time with all that armor that you've got going on. Might have to worry about mana burn if he gets stunned long enough. We'll see if Liquid are going to look towards a little bit more control coming up from their mid and their safe lane here. So we don't get another running amok timber saw like Ace had earlier today for Cloud9.
Yeah, that could be a kind of unique way to go about it. And I think that it's something that would handle them very well in the laning phases, to the point where you could even just like maybe just have the Witch Doctor pulling constantly. It wouldn't matter. Liquid, they're going to go back for their Necro. It ended up working out for them quite well in the last game. Are they going to go Shadow Fiend again? Like, is that the play here?
It's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Send a mid. I kind of like the idea of something a little bit more mobile, though.
Legion Commander.
Yeah. And we'll go get our Legion Commander here. So that's probably going to be Skylark's hero. And that should put Slider in position 4. Timbersaw either in the 2 or the 1. Yeah. And IO Necrophos, nice little combination again. This used to be used a couple different times back when Necro was more of a niche pick. It's a little bit more common these days.
10 seconds remaining.
Just with the relocate ganks, or just like the double heals, or
yeah, double heal, just that whole idea. It's a lot of synergy between the two heroes. You know, you death policy, you heal yourself, which then heals the Aya, which then heals you again. It's the same idea with all the mechs and everything like that. You build up maybe Greaves or just the mechanism on the Necrophos. Your Io gets an urn, ridiculous amounts of sustain. And so, yeah, we could see a heavy push lineup with the Shadow Fiend if they want to go that route.
I feel like that's a pretty easy ban. I mean, if they wanted to, they could also go like Jakiro mid. It's something that's been coming back a little bit. I really doubt it's going to be the Rubik mid that Miracle has ran in the past. It is not the game for that, I don't believe. But yeah,
I'd have a hard time deciding if I want to ban SF or Invoker, probably.
Yeah.
I think the Invoker could still be pretty strong here, even though it leaves them with a somewhat awkward IO pairing of just the Necrophos. You don't really get that big right clicker. Oh, maybe it would make BKBs a little bit too strong too.
Maybe they go the Vanguard Invoker.
Yeah, and they'll just get rid of the yeah, that's right. Get rid of the Shadow Fiend. Actually, now that I consider it more, I think the Shadow Fiend does make more sense, because having like an Invoker and just all that extra right click from Shadow Fiend is just a little bit better to help deal with any sort of immunity that could come out here from Finem. So final pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Jug is still in there if they want to send to Thug.
Ooh.
But
Liquid's
Pretty
turn
neat.
to pick.
All right,
Thug hero OD.
this is going to be a Jakiro. It's going to happen.
It's not going to be a Jakiro. This I can guarantee.
Yeah, against the OD, that would be
I
the
say
tough.
these things, but
I don't know. I'm kind of.
I know they ran IO Tiny a while back. That'd be kind of cool. They're not, they're not well known for IO Tiny, but I'm down.
I mean, talk about giving Miracle a snowball hero. That would be perfect.
Reserve
A really great
time.
one.
It's could run into some trouble against the Timber, but just because he's pretty beefy. Witch Doctor's okay, and now they actually do go back for the Morphling.
So it is going to be a Miracle Necrophos then, or did they stick Miracle safe lane on Morph?
That would be my guess.
Okay.
Well, actually, Matumba Man's also a pretty notorious Morphling, so we have seen plenty of Matumba Necrophos, but I keep seeing him streaming it, I guess I should say, and then we had the game just earlier, so we'll see where they want to go.
All right. Well, game number 1 of our final series of the night, evening, morning, wherever the heck you are all over the world. Dota 2 is a global sport, and well, it's going to be Finem versus Liquid. I am really excited to see these two teams face off against each other. I feel like Liquid is sort of in this like hiding in the shadows team that's just been trying to like sort of build up their power level and get themselves to a position where they can take back over the Dota 2 world. And Finem on the other way sort of had their heyday a little bit. So the old guard, if you will, versus the new up and coming young guns, possibility. See how it goes.
I like it. Get some storyline action going now. All we need is that anime intro scene, and we'll be all set.
Yeah. Well,
sadly, we don't get those in Katniss, but come on, guys.
It is Madara. Isn't that an anime thing? What's the pasta that's like?
How no one can even touch.
No one can even touch him.
Madara.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pull that out at some point in this cast. I just know it. Lovely Mr. Timbersaw. Ward's placed down as well. How do you feel about this opening lanes here?
It looks pretty standard. I don't think we're getting any surprises. Everyone's on the hero you'd expect. I guess, well, other than the fact, well, no, yeah, that's what we expected. It is Menton Man going on that Necro. Seems to be, again, he's been spamming it. He just played it last game, so he'll stick with it. A Miracle, they will send Miracle mid versus the OD. Okay, so we can just play around that. And maybe just going to have the IO paying quite a bit of attention there, too. And GH handed a Tango. Try to get that bottle. This should be okay. Yeah.
Maybe next time they'll get him.
Yeah. Probably needed the Thug lead there, but the range on Astral's pretty itsy-bitsy early on.
Yeah, that is tiny. It is not really going to be able to catch a whole heck of a lot of people. And it looks like Liquid are going to be able to maybe steal this other bounty rune over here. GH would love to pick it up. Crow playing the Rubik is going to run into some issues as Skylark heads over this direction. And well, a couple punches in the face, and Skylark is actually going to have to run away from this one. So we'll be kept away from maybe even the first creep wave here. We'll see.
Oh, they'll make the way back down there, and maybe next time. Courier's going around.
Thinks he's playing Bounty
just
Hunter.
Pick up that rune too, so yeah, forget what hero he's on. Is that what happened there?
Yeah.
Finding that early IO bottle would have been pretty sick, but instead they'll just run into each other.
A couple hits. Kuro's over as well to deal some damage. Yeah. Good recognition by Liquid to realize that that could have been happening. Didn't have eyes on Slardar. Saw he had boots first. And, well, they're actually out of here in a way. Well, Matumbo Man's taking a good amount of harassment early on. A good start for Spartan and Skylark.
Yeah, top lane, Finem getting a nice matchup for themselves. They just had Madara top and bring the supports down bottom as Timbersaw pretty good against 1v1ing anyone. It's kind of the new Batrider. Well, I wouldn't say the new Batrider. He's just as good as Batrider, but Batrider tends to be ignored these days with the shrines and whatnot. People going for maybe some stronger offlaners. They really want like a strong dual lane when they have Batrider now instead of being able to just always throw him solo safe and stuff. Oh,
mid lane, the relocate, or not the relocate, just the walk-in. GH and Miracle able to find the kill onto the OD. First blood, that is huge.
Miracle's just playing max agi mid, knowing that there's no real threat from the OD as long as his IO back him up, give him that boosted movement speed.
That is
not the most common, and right again, just immediately aggressive, knowing that Thug can't really trade efficiently with the GH being able to come and heal him up. So GH does this ridiculous thing. He already has it stacked once. Ice Frog, I hope you're watching, please. This is really dumb.
Yeah.
Luckily, maybe next time I'll come over here and leech some of the experience.
Yeah, this is great. He'll be able to get a good amount off of this, and with the bottle there as well, I mean, it's everything that you could want. A ton of experience, and for anybody that doesn't understand what's happening right here, GH is just going to be able to keep on farming out this camp and get a good amount of experience from it, but made up for the fact that maybe next time is here also.
It's actually so dumb. Oh, alas.
No.
Dota 2.
I'll take that.
Well,
I mean, at least give the dire one. I don't know. But either way. It won't matter a massive deal. It's back mid. GH reappears to bottle up. Top rune. All for him. Been sitting over 35 full seconds. And Miracle once again can just trade right into Thug. So rough game here for Thug. He is down there. Oh, 500 gold already behind. And Miracle again. Aggressive.
oh no, they got him. Overcharged as well. Miracle is going to take some damage, but with the regen rune, it's not going to stop. GH can, well, actually, that is one thing, is that your regen rune will still be broken by creeps now, which is the weird little interaction that I found out when I died as a storm spirit. So, little point out there for you guys.
Got you covered, guys.
Yeah.
Saving your games. One tidbit at a time.
Tumbleman? They aren't going to be able to find a kill on here, and I think that this would be a really tough one for them. With Ghost Shroud and all the heals that Liquid has, Tumbleman should be safe.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this game works out for him. Last game, it felt kind of odd just because we haven't seen the hero too much in competitive games, so it's difficult to gauge exactly how teams want to try and rotate and how different teams may use him. But Matumbo was just like a farm sponge. He just walked to where there was the leaking farm, and he just sat there and ate it up. And no one really did anything to him. He didn't really do anything to anyone else. And he just got gold. It was kind of great. So we'll see if something similar happens this game, or maybe they want to be a little bit more aggressive and try and use like roars and sights and get active early.
Ooh. Kuro trying to chase down maybe next time as well. And they aren't going to be able to do it. He will pick up a haster in here, and, well, they might have a chance now to try and do something to Miracle. I think this was spotted, but they would need to set it up with an Astral first. Unfortunately, Thug still only level 1 on that imprisonment. It's going to be tough to get the setup.
Oh, again. No big deal down bottom. They put in all this pressure and everything, but the Tom Man's just kind of fine. I guess he's a little bit behind the Legion, so it's not too bad. And, well, speaking of Skylark, a game like this, he's got that position for Slardar, but maybe next time not having that rather aggressive start that you like to have. Doesn't really have a good lane to run into. He has kind of mind control in the jungle thanks to his creeps. Just kind of looks like he's trying to do a double stack and like try and grab both waves or something.
Well, somehow they're going to be able to get out of there on both sides of the battle. Is, you know, can't quite find the kill, and 2 members of Finem back out and away. So a lot of pressure being applied early by Team Liquid. The plus side is you do have Madara up here, who's 32 CS, another jump in, and the imprisonment save this time for Thug means that they won't be able to find the kill on him.
Yeah, Madara has that total free farm. His mind control's just trying to work his way through that jungle. He's got the double bore action happening now. And just come back to his tower and try and save a little bit of damage off of it.
Bottom lane?
I'm seeing Skylark having a rough time here. This really needs to go well. They need to get some gold going. They need some gold onto maybe next time, because accelerating this duel from Legion Commander, trying to get a couple damage stacks on top, seems like it's going to be a rough go. They're going to have relocate saves coming through by the time Skylark has anyone to assist, really. On top lane, Timber dead. Wow.
A quick little jump there. GH has actually been on ball this whole game, and this all came off the back of, you know, a movement down here from bottom. Spartan, as well as maybe next time, wanting to find a kill on Matumba Man. They are finally going to go for it, and they get the stun, follow up with the crush, and they aren't going to be able to do it. Look at how much regen this guy gets. 1 point in Ghost Shroud, and suddenly with the 3 points in Death Pulse, he's fine.
Yeah, the magic wand.
Is he going to run him down?
Now they turn it.
Yeah, the ball's on top of Skylark, trying to run him down. They do have another Death Pulse in just a couple of seconds here, but hanging out for the moment. They can't quite run him down.
Yeah, they also already used the Shrine just a moment ago. Okay, well, Liquid looking good from that Roar top to get themselves a kill onto Madara, slow him down. And now it's only going to be another 25 seconds, so that'll be up. Io, level 5 for GH.
God.
Even finding Thug in the jungle here too, so probably gonna look for maybe like a Roar into a relocate Scythe, I would guess. Should be a pretty dope play.
Madara, they're all alone right now. Needs to be careful. They should be able to find this kill. He only has brown boots. Can he get like a deny somewhere or something? He's just gonna keep on running out. Mind control finally brought down. So, well, it'd be a bit too far out there.
Alright, space. Kuro is getting a lot of experience up top. A little bit of gold too as he's farming up these waves. And him and GH now both on their way to level 6. So perhaps then we'll get a little bit of action. Still, Skylark wandering. No duels.
Kuro? They are going to be able to get the lift back. He's dropping real low to this Malphite, though, and yeah, it looks like he is going to be able to escape there. Just barely. One more tick and it would have been his death.
Very close. Even with that fountain regen.
Under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
8 minutes into it now, Mopax. It looks and definitely feels like a heavy Liquid favored laning stage, but how is it that Finem sort of take the next couple of minutes to pull themselves back up and ahead?
It's really all about Skylark. I still don't think it's going to be too easy, because maybe next time still doesn't have much, but maybe he can make the big plays. Might want the amplified damage. Mind control with that Roar.
Nice. The boar slow as well to make sure that they had eyes on him. There's going to be the Reaper Scythe coming out, and they managed to find the kill. Nicely done.
So rich now. Like, he had just gotten his Midas delivered. He'd already farmed once with it. Then he just goes over and roars a Legion Commander, and suddenly he has almost 500 gold.
This is nuts. Is this the new build for Beastmaster, or is this just based off of how the game flow went that he ended up picking up the Midas?
Yeah, I would say it's mostly just this game. At least certainly in a situation like this, like he just got forced in the jungle. He couldn't really compete, so there was no reason to buy items to lane or fight up against someone and deny farm from like an enemy carry, because he knew he just couldn't. Like, you can't do anything up against the Timber Saw, so you just maximize yourself instead. Goes towards this Midas, and actually I haven't even seen his talents. He have cool talents. Experience, respawn.
Wild axis damage or 120 damage. It's pretty
Plus
underwhelming.
125. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, the 120 damage is kind of sick with your aura, at least.
Yeah, it's kind of unique. Definitely.
It wasn't like a level 20. Come on, Ice Frog, help the guy
Dire's
out.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Well, Matumba Man free to push down the tower. I feel like Ad Finem are just saying, just do whatever you want, just don't kill us. Like, they can't find a kill on him. Meanwhile, bottom, or their top, Kuro is going to get pulled back in, and they managed to find that kill. Spartan is the one who picks it up, so a little bit of a boon to him as he picks up his arcane boots.
Well, Madara, getting work done then. Skylark's still, I guess, gonna just wait for the Blink Dagger instead, seeing as how we're still not level 6 here. On maybe next time. Maybe next time hit 6, they might be tempted to just smoke and try and find a duel that way. But without that being there, and without any really good initiation, then they'll just have to wait for the Blink Dagger. And hopefully by the time Skylark has it, they will have at least the amplified damage, Corrosive Haze, maybe next time. Liquid just keep up there a little bit of push. We'll see what Mind Control wants to opt in towards next. Could just pick up some upgraded boots if he wants. Could just go straight into the Necro books. Seems to be the most likely. Or could feel like they need a little bit of initiation to help out these relocate ganks. And maybe we'll see like a Necro book 1 into a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I mean, he can really kind of do whatever he wants. It's whatever the team is sort of feeling like they want to try and accomplish. But movement in, maybe next time, immediately takes off the roar. So we'll be able to live through that, but the relocate forward, they wanted to try and get that kill on maybe next time. They will be able to at least secure the tower. There is a big wraparound right now from Ad Finem, though.
Oh, my God, man, he's going to buy his Midas. The question is, can he find a creep before he goes down?
Oh, Spartan, they find him. They're stunned, coming out, maybe. They throw it as of yet. Matumba Man might just get out of here if he's not careful. All right, no, they have the duel. That's going to come out, and this should be some duel victory going the way of Skylark.
Nice little wraparound mid lane.
Ooh, Sanity's Eclipse down as well. Miracle not going to get gone on, though. Still just got so much regen coming in from GH here.
Yeah, she has a gross amount of agility, too. Still just thinking 540 HP. Living on the edge.
Yeah. And this is the thing. You push your hero to the limits. You try and see just how far he can make it go. And if you do that, you end up coming out ahead. He's currently almost even with the Timber Saw now. He's gotten a couple of those solo kills in lane, but it's worth noting OD he's a hero who can catch back up through these fights.
Yeah, for sure. Group up plays too. Used to the aura. They have the Bloodstone now on Timber, so probably gonna look to get aggressive once again here. And maybe next time, so close to 6. Almost there. As well as Skylark heading on in towards that Blink Dagger. So the double Midases, they'll see if they can punish these on the side looking. And it looks like Mind Control, he has queued up the Blink at this point. I usually see it skipped over, but looking at their lineup, you can kind of understand how they're missing that little bit of reach right now. And maybe just hopping on over and stopping that Legion Commander from purging whoever they want to roar, especially because she'll jelly beam the backlines now.
Thug.
Very helpful.
Super dead. Yeah, they find him, and this TP needs to be canceled by Spartan. They're actually going to bring in everybody. They have all the vision in the world right now, Liquid do, and the Crush is going to go into Mind Control. Meanwhile, Skylark goes for the duel victory, but it's not going to be nearly enough because guess what? He went into Ghost Shroud for Spartan in trouble. It's all gone wrong, but they have been able to find one. Miracle dropped low. Can they actually finish him off? I don't think it's going to happen. He's just too damn big. And the TP away. 3 dead for Ad Finem. They managed to take the IO and the Beastmaster. It doesn't feel nearly worth it.
This is what you call extra Midas value. You're getting this boosted flat attack damage from winning duels as Necrophos. So your attack speed's doubly effective. Excellent. Good work, Matumba Man. Getting shit done. I like it.
That was one of those moments that it feels like that Liquid are starting to get a snowball rolling, and 3,000 gold lead already.
Yeah, and Mind Control, he already queued off it. He's like, yeah, that went pretty well, actually. I'm just going to go for a Blast. Takes off the blink, and he's good. That's pretty funny.
Jeez.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
All right,
attack.
well, good stuff. Yeah, that actually could have went a lot worse, I think, for Ad Finem, because, as you pointed out, there was complete vision. So they were able to go like, okay, kill this guy, and everyone focus him all at once, because that omnipresent vision is Spartan.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Good relocate.
They spotted Matumba Man, or Matumba Man spotted the Witch Doctor just heading out that direction, walked uphill and right into him. There's just nothing that he could do to stop it, and with this lineup that you've got, the pressure constantly coming in, like Ad Finem sort of have to go for the split push game, but you're split pushing now against an IO who is going to be able to facilitate these ganks coming in so easily, particularly with Beastmaster able to just walk around and roar people up. Yeah, this is going to be a very hard game for Ad Finem to recover from.
Skylark did get the last hit on the tower too, so he will have Blink Dagger. They might be able to pick something up from the shrine here if he TP's there and works with his team. And he'll actually go to the tier 3. They're going to try something here though. There's no relocate.
Oh, nice lift there by Kuro. Stopping maybe next time from going in. He ends up getting roared, jumped through immediately onto Miracle. Miracle is actually just going to back up and away. A ton of damage coming out from Madara. I don't think it's going to be enough as of yet. They will be able to run down Mind Control, trying to get him out. And, well, unfortunately, it wasn't going to happen. Did they get the duel from that? They didn't end up dueling.
They didn't go for it. They might blink at GH though.
Oh, okay. Nice little play here. There's the Chakram coming through. They don't get the victory, but Miracle is here, tries to bring down Skylark. That is going to be a kill. They won't be able to take him down, but they might be able to bring down Matumba Man. At the end of the day, this is going to end up looking great for Ad Finem. Really solid team fight.
Yeah, position they were in, I think they'll certainly take it. A little unfortunate, couldn't get any dual damage, but at least in the fight recap we get, which doesn't have everything, things look pretty good. Side of Ad Finem. They hold their tower, they push them back, restart control over their jungle. A lot of wards in here too, helping out during these engagements, and putting a fresh one down over by that bounty rune too.
Yeah. A lot of wards from both teams actually. You can tell the vision is kind of on both sides, just all over this jungle. Although it looks like you also have one there in the lane for the side of Team Liquid. But
I really like this ward here from Liquid inside the jungle. It's in a spot where if you were to sentry that high ground, it's not going to be caught. And it gives you access like up this way, this way, this way, and people tend to deward their shrine a lot too, and you don't really run that risk either. Kuro, dueled.
no way to save him there. Skylark starting to build up that damage.
This ward did not save him.
No.
Just hyping up that ward, guys. You know, cast a curse on the ward. It never ends.
Well,
But at least they don't have the best roshing lineup, and there's a tier 1 mid too, so no real risk these days. You know, back in the olden days of Dota, that could have just been a Rosh if you kill someone right next to him, but Rosh is in a new spot now. He's up north. He's got some shrines next to him needing TP too.
I will mention that it's 16 minutes in and Miracle does have a Lincoln Sphere already, so going back for the Dragonlance next, it feels like he wants to get very aggressive in this game and just try and, you know, go balls to the wall with right-click build. As the smoke is not going to be able to find anybody, but they could go into Roche themselves conceivably. All right. Mind Control going to tank. Well, Miracle does a lot of damage. It's 230 damage a pop. And Ad Finem won't find anybody in the jungle as of yet.
GH just scouting with balls here too. Oh, he just pulled them back in though. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, they found him.
Oh, God, they got him. Skylark. Oh, relocate out. What?
He must have already.
Oh,
set it.
man. Nicely done. So they're not going to kill off the IO. They're going to get Roshan. Oh, wow. Tough to see that stuff there as Miracle takes a good bit of damage. If they could break him down here, this would be a huge play as is going to actually get caught now by the cast. They get the lift up by the Rubik. A good amount of damage going down onto Kuro. They are going to be able to find that kill as well. So 2 already down for Liquid, taking down GH next, and he is dead. Miracle, meanwhile, will escape on the other side. But not a comfortable feeling right now. Even if you do have the Aegis, you need to be able to win the team fights after the fact.
Yeah, great prioritization by FM too. Just kind of ignoring Miracle. Anyway, he's got the Aegis, just kill everyone else. And despite GH's great escape, not going to end up being enough. As, and knowing that he had relocated out of there, probably fully aware that he wasn't going to be in the pit. Well, I guess I could have seen him winning that too, that he had gone back to the fountain. And they just pressure on in there without their big sustain and missing a lot of their big heal bomb from Nectar. Speaking of which, the more dangerous build from Matumba Man here, as he did go for that Midas, but he didn't go back for a mech either. He went right back in towards an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
So the mechanism does still need to come out here from GH.
Oh, God. And Kuro going to be in trouble. Matumba also going to get caught by that cast. The one bounce to it at the very least. And we'll see if they're going to be able to run them down. No Blink Dagger as of yet on Slardar. Still 40 gold away. Would have been a great timing to get it. Ad Finem looking quite strong. And, I mean, they're not really going to be forced back here either. I guess that they might need to respond to Miracle, who's going to be able to get this tower regardless. So they trade tier 2s apiece, and Madara trying to man up against Miracle might be able to bring him down. There's still a lot of Agi here, the relocate coming in. They want to try and find this kill on Madara. Not going to get it, as he is out and away.
Equally annoyingly tanky heroes square off while their allies try and do something about it.
Oof.
Wow.
Now, do they know Miracle is up here? That wouldn't matter anyways. I don't think that they can kill him.
I'll take that.
Well, back we go. More farming action here. So Liquid pressured in once again here. Not getting too much done with the Aegis quite yet. And well, we will have our Aghanim Scepter now done for our Necrophos. So next relocate should be rather formidable. Blink Dagger is also available for purchase here from Mind Control. Jeez, if Beastmaster's still like not buying Necro in this patch, that item must be dead.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of sad, isn't it? What you gonna do? Look at these.
This makes a lot of sense for his game, though. Just like the general 5-man they're doing, the Vlad's is just too valuable. The Necro, it has a very long cooldown, is one thing about that item.
Yeah. Well,
And if you're going to use it to like blink Roar and kill someone using Necros, well, you can just like use the spells that your teammates have, and you can just buff everyone's right clicks with a Vlad's anyway. So you're going to get more value out of a Vlad's than even like a Necro 3 or something in that sense.
yeah. And I guess that also now it does sort of leave open a scary point in time where like they have the Midases, but I don't know if their like team fight going late is that great compared to what Ad Finem have. There's going to be a Roar down here onto Thug. Needs to be carried. He's just super dead. Meanwhile, maybe next time goes in for the crush, thinking he could save somebody. Not going to end up happening. He is just going to end up going down as well. Save your buddy syndrome. Not working out this time. There is going to be a replicate away. Oh, good use of the Shadow Amulet right there. And they'll be able to escape.
Kuro almost gets him with the Stolen Crush, but he will get out of here. So
Dire's bottom
super
tower
valuable
is under attack.
Glimmercloak game again here. No surprise that we'll be getting that. Witch Doctor, already a hero that loves to have it for the channeling ulti, but we all know how great it is up against the Necrophos. But it's not there yet. Much, man, Finem, they've been like 40 gold shy, and then this time just a little bit shy here again on this Glimmer Cave. 2 items, the Blink Dagger or this Glimmer could have really turned around these past couple engagements, but it's like, could it take the win on this one? Scary 5-man, still Aegis. Miracle probably looking to burn this soon. He's 1 minute left.
And part of the reason why he's been able to play so aggressive is because of that. And we'll have the E-Blade up shortly. Take a look at how long that Roche respawn time is, but it's starting to feel very much like Ad Finem are getting holed up in their base. They lost most of the map control possible. Meanwhile, you take a look at what Liquid have to show, and they have all of these wards up here on the high ground. It does look like they are going to be able to get 1 D ward, but the Hawk Vision also working quite well.
Yeah, the counter vision, at least in Finem sense, will just be tagging people up with corrosive haze as much as they can. So man, they'll have a good idea of what he's up to for a while. Show him around mid. Difficult dual target now in the Necrophos. Difficult dual target in the Lincolns here for our Morphling. They have to go for like a Blink, Crush, Corrosive, which will then get procced and then go for the duel from there. So that just makes Miracle even harder to bring down, though. Even if they can get him into the duel. Reducing his armor was pretty handy in killing him, so numerous heroes can be required to make this whole pattern work out here from Finem, but they're going to go for a smoke. No sightings of the courier. There is a Hawk moving up this way. It looks like Finem have spotted it with their Observer Sentry combo. I think they saw it passing through there.
Oh, and this would be a great pick-off if they could find it. It looks like Kuro might be the one that they end up finding first. Jumping in, maybe, possibly. He finds one. Oh, he's not going to get Matumba, though, it looks like. They only get maybe next time, or rather Kuroki. But
ouch. That's a 7,600 gold difference in terms of net worth that you're killing, so Liquid ecstatic right now.
yeah. Kuroki has he's not very rich right now.
That's a pretty awful coin flip for Finem.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happens. You win the pre-game coin flips, you get first pick, but then you end up killing the Rubik instead of the Necrophos. That's just life sometimes.
Well, they break the Lincolns for Miracle. Don't end up going in for the crush as of yet. Didn't know where the rest of Liquid was, so probably a good choice not to dive too deep for that one. But feeling like Blade Mail might end up making the difference if she does happen to find the dual victory onto either Matumba Man or, honestly, Miracle. It's a lot of damage. particularly Matumba Man. Like,
there.
he has 160 damage with that talent upgrade now, so it's not insignificant. And he doesn't have like the highest armor in the world compared to the 32 of Morphling currently.
Yeah. Also, still under 1k HP though.
Right.
But I mean, that only really applies for the Timber Saw.
Yeah. Well, mind control now. Gonna push out each of these lanes. Picks up the Boots of Travel. Still no Necro Books in sight. You still go back for it at some point, right? Like, you're just not gonna rush it in this game. But I can't imagine you wouldn't pick up Necro Books.
I mean, is it that valuable at this point? 24
Yeah.
minutes in, you'd be investing so much into just the Necro ones. The build-up doesn't help you like it tends to, at least in the earlier parts in the game. It's
Maybe Lotus then or something? I'm not sure.
yeah, those kind of items are more likely, like Lotuses and even a BKB or something.
Oh, yep, there's the relocate in. Thug gone in an instant. And Rubik also able to steal away the Astral, as they have found another, but Madara comes in. He wants to battle. Odie is coming back into this one, TPing in to try and take the fight, but they're not going to be able to do it. Miracle might end up going down himself. Is this going to be a dieback? Goes for the self-Astral. That would have been pretty sick, but Miracle relocates out. That was a scary moment right there for Finem.
Yeah, they do want to at least find something here as they see Matumba Man with that amplified damage.
Oh, nicely done here. Blink forward, Duel is down. You have the rest of the side of Liquid showing up though, and Dara trying to get this kill. I don't know if it's going to end up happening. They throw out the Reaper Scythe, able to take down maybe next time. Thug is here and has the Sanity's Eclipse, but guess what? So is Miracle. And okay, all right, nice play there. Able to get the Self-Astral. Skylark is going to go down now. Oh, wow. This is really, really bad. Thug, if he goes down now, a dieback. Monster kill streak for Miracle. Wow. They hit back
I mean, they
hard.
don't have a Diffusal Blade hero. They have nothing to deal with this.
Yeah.
And if Matumba Man can ever get it off, just no hope. Instant turnaround. So much of their damage is physical, actually. Like, you say that, you know, the armor, it really does impact everyone on their team. I guess not so much the OD, and then the Timber Saw is the big one who doesn't affect, but Witch Doctor, Slardar, Legion Commander's just so much physical damage, just stacked and stacked and stacked. And Miracle's fine with it. And Matumba Man also finding.
Okay, hello Lotus Orb. They're gonna shoot it all back at each other. Madara somehow lives through all of that, which is a little bit silly. Spartan, meanwhile, is gonna end up going down. They get the duel onto the Self-Astral from Rubik. Nicely played there. Matumba Man's gonna live through the duel. Another couple Lotus Orbs are gonna be exploding everybody's eardrums as Madara goes back to the fountain and tries to keep him off of it, but is not feeling like it's gonna be super easy. Wow. Another 2 heroes get dropped in just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, now just waiting for Miracle to come back. And there he is.
Well, Echo Shell goes off of Madara now. They're going to be able to break the Lincolns of him for a moment. Meanwhile, GH just ready to save at any point. If anybody drops low here, they're going to be able to pull him back up and bring him to life. Look at the heals from Matumba Man. Madara just trying to do whatever he possibly can, but now he's outside of his own base, and they might be able to bring him real low. Reaper Scythe not doing quite enough damage, able to jump back out and away. GH dropping low as well. Madara, oh, they get another Astral out from Kuroki. Io is not going to go down, and now the right click's starting to go. The BKB has already been popped there for Miracle. They drop down the OD. E-Blade out and all, roaring Madara in the midst of it, and, well, they get the duel, but look at how quickly that Legion Commander ends up dropping. Liquid, again, looking quite strong.
Very nice draft here, and very well executed, too. Like, this is one where you could see some people pulling this one out and just floundering, but Liquid, ownage. That mid lane went so well for Miracle. It just slowed down Thug. He never really felt like a scary factor. The Legion Commander had no way to snowball, had no ally to help really set up for good duels. The Slardar didn't have a way to accelerate himself. It felt like the first 5 or 6 minutes just made Advenim's game very difficult.
Yeah, and I'm like thinking now, going into game number 2, it felt like Advenim got a lot of what they wanted out of the draft. Is there anything in particular that you think seriously hurt them, or they might be able to switch up for game number 2 here to change it around, or was it just outplayed, sort of? I mean, I guess 12-0-8 on Miracle Morphling is kind of rough to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, you could say they picked their, I guess their supports, quote unquote, early, but that's whole like Slardar and his versatility could have maybe moved him into some sort of an off lane role and went for something different than the Legion Commander if I had to say something. But even that, like that is a hero that can help. I don't think it was draft in general. It was just like it's not easy to point to a single hero and say, oh, just fix this.
Right.
It's more like how are they supposed to accelerate this Legion Commander? In my eyes, it seems like it would have been exceptionally difficult unless they got some crazy double kills down bottom or something on Necro +1.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, we're going to be back in just a second with game number 2. Can Finem bring it back, or is Team Liquid going to end up closing out the series 2-0? Stay tuned. More great action coming up shortly from Star Ladder I-League Season 3. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Trent. You can follow us on Twitter if you feel